Even though it's a Friday morning, there's a heck of a lot of golfers that have gathered here. Who are you?
Matt Phillips.
Matt, I saw your name, and there's another guy. Who's the other
Scott
guy?
Post.
Scott Post. You're the people behind this little tournament here. Tell us a little bit about it, Matt.
Well, this is a tournament in honor of David Clark. He suffered from PTSD, so we wanted to do a little something in his honor, so we decided to have a golf outing in memory of him, and we're going to support the Wounded Warrior.
All the money raised today will be going to the Wounded Warrior Project. We're here at the North Country Golf Club, and just outside of Rouse's Point. Some people call it Rouse's Point, but it's in Champlain, obviously. Was he a classmate of yours?
Nope, I actually worked with David here at North Country Golf Club for 3 years, and we became pretty close friends until he went off into the military.
Dave and his twin sister Amanda are students here at Northeastern Clinton, and David joined the military, and as Matt said, suffered from PTSD and ended up taking his own life. And we can't just forget that part. And that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's really a tragic event, and there's a lot more people that suffer from it than we know of.
Looks like a real good turnout today for a Friday morning. This is amazing.
I believe we have 34 teams in this. Yep.
34 teams times 4.
Times 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a whole lot.
There's been a lot of support from the community. It's been great.
It must be very gratifying for you.
It is.
All right.
Definitely.
Is there anything else, Matt? You got the American Legion post 912 here. They're going to do a flag ceremony. Anything else we should know before we witness the flag ceremony?
We have flag ceremony. We also have guest speaker John Zerlo.
Oh, John's going to talk, right?
Speaking right after
right here or up?
I believe it's going to be up on the deck.
Okay.
But yep. So I got to get everybody gathered up, and
all right.
we'll get along.
Appreciate you taking a moment to talk with us, Matt.
Thank you, Colin.
And certainly a worthwhile project. The golfers are starting to gather around. There'll be a flag ceremony, and I believe a flag presentation which might be presented to Norman Bono, representing the family. Norman Bono's being called out. Robert St. John. And that's, I believe, David's wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, during this ceremony, to honor David, there will be 3 volleys of fire. Just want to let you know that. Thank you. Photograph, kid. Present. Up. Photograph. Port. On. Ready. On. Aim. Fire. Aim. Aim! Fire! Present! Up!
David Clark is buried at the Arlington Cemetery in Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. We're just going to go over some rules for the event today, but of how proud we are to be able to host this event here today for a fine young gentleman who left us far too soon. I speak on behalf of all of the family at North Country Golf Club when I say that when David was an employee and worker here, he was an outstanding employee and truly part of the family, and he's sorely missed by all. We're playing a 4-player scramble today. We're playing in groups of... So once again, on behalf of North Country Golf Club, I welcome you all here today. We're going to have a great day, and let's go have some fun for David. First off, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. Looks like the weather's going to hold out. It's been quite a process when we're starting to run this tournament, starting with donations from businesses, and really the community came together and did very well for us for this benefit and to honor David. And I'd just like to thank everybody here for doing the same. We have a guest speaker today. It'd be John Zerlo, Clinton County Clerk.
Did he say county jerk? That's okay, I answered both names. Good morning, everyone. What a great day we have for this David Clark Wounded Warrior golf outing. You know, I'm standing here looking down at the fairway in this beautiful 18th green, and it reminded me of a golf story. Usually they don't go very well, but I hope this one will do better than the honor flight joke did. There were 3 unmarried gentlemen that were getting ready to tee off, and all of a sudden the starter approached them and said, "Gee, you see that good-looking, attractive lady on the putting green? No one wants to play with her because they think they're going to slow them down. But I can assure you she's a great player. Won't you play with her?" So they looked her all over and they said, "Yeah, no problem, we'll play with her." So just as the starter said, they played 18 holes, or on the 18th green, and she played almost flawlessly. Didn't hold them up at all. And she said, "You know, guys," she said, "I love this game very much." And he said, "One day I'm going to marry a fellow who loves the game as much as me. And I have a 20-footer here to sink, to break 80. I never broke 80 in my life." And he said, "It means a lot to me to break 80. So if either of you help me line up this putt, I'll consider marrying you." So anyway, the first guy, he jumped to look at the putt, and he says, "Yeah, putt's going to go about 10 inches left or right." The next guy gets behind, he lines up the putt, and he says, "No, that's going to go about 8 inches right to left." The third guy, he lines up, looks the young lady over, looks at the ball, looks at the cup, and he says, "Pick it up, it's a gimme." Well, I'm extremely pleased to have been invited to join with you to posthumously recognize the valiant military effort displayed by our honoree, David Clark. David was a local boy who fought so valiantly to preserve the principles of democracy upon which our nation was founded, and so willingly fought on our behalf, unknowing if his life would be the ultimate sacrifice he would make for his country. David's job was right here. In fact, he and Matt were the last 2 gentlemen as they worked for the grounds crew one summer to paint this clubhouse. David entered the U.S. Army in 2006 and served honorably, advancing in rank and responsibility faster than the normal protocol. After serving in various locations in the U.S. and worldwide, he was deployed to Operation Iraqi Freedom, which was the largest special operations force since the Vietnam War. Their mission was to identify, isolate, and eliminate Iraqis' weapons of mass destruction and to collect intelligence related to terrorist networks. David was twice deployed to Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan, where he served as a leader of soldiers. Their mission included the destruction of terrorist training camps and the cessation of terrorist activities in Afghanistan. David achieved a vast array of training and was awarded over 20 Army Commendation Medals. He was a hardworking, charismatic, loyal, and genuine person with an infectious smile, and he touched the lives of many. Serving his country, David displayed astonishing courage and resilience and found himself facing life-threatening danger on many occasions, which resulted in difficult challenges for him assimilating back to civilian life. So today we pay tribute and find inspiration from David's heroism. Wanting to pay tribute, say thanks, and recognize the sacrifice made by members of the armed forces, the Wounded Warrior Project was established. It assists wounded warriors who sustain injuries while protecting and defending the United States. The Wounded Warrior Project raises awareness for the needs of wounded service members and their family members. It is a charity and veteran service organization that offers a variety of programs for wounded veterans of military actions. One of the more prominent of the Wounded Warrior programs is one designed to help military alumni to cope with post-traumatic stress disorder, better known as PTSD. This program is designed to help warriors cope with the psychological stress from operations in a combat environment and those living with the invisible wounds of war. Presently, the Wounded Warrior program has served over 80,000 registered alumni. Now, in closing, I would like to thank the organizers of this event, Scott, Dustin, Norm, and Matt. And I think we should give them a big hand at this point. Thank you guys for remembering and acknowledging David's efforts and for supporting the Wounded Warrior Project. I also would like to thank all of you for participating today, to express your gratitude for all David has accomplished and to support the Wounded Warrior Project. All of the funds raised today will go to this project. I'd like to thank David's twin sister, Amanda Clark Carter, for supporting David through his difficult times and for taking the responsibility of handling David's affairs. Where's Amanda? Right over here, one of the first cards. Amanda, thank you. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank Norm and Mary for loving, caring, and offering unwavering support to David for many years and for giving David a purpose in life. Believe me, what Norm and Mary did for David is beyond comprehension. Norm and Mary. Thank you all. Have a great day of golf. Have an enjoyable day, and thanks for supporting the program today. Have a great time.
That was County Clerk, Clinton County Clerk John Zerlo. Once again, it must be extremely gratifying to the family and to the organizers for the excellent turnout here today on this August 28th, 2015 at the North Country Golf Club in this tournament in memory of Sergeant David Clark, with the proceeds going to the Wounded Warrior Project.